show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and here we are looking at the gold chart, getting ready for the New York Wall Street to open. And I'll just go to the live chart now, and let's see what direction is Wall Street going to take it today. And they've been open about 10 seconds now. Looks like they want to move it up. Yeah, it looks like Wall Street wants to move it up a little bit, but we never know. You give it some time. They have to finish their coffee and donut, execute their orders, but it's already on the move. I'll just reset my chart here, and so we can look in a little bit bigger. I explained to you what I've got here. The previous day low is that yellow line at the bottom, and the previous day high from yesterday. And then here we have the start of the Asian session. This gray box is the Asian session, Asia Pacific market. That's Tokyo, Singapore, Shanghai, and then the London market starts right here. So Asia, had a gap down when they started today, very early when New Zealand opened, and then it went up a little bit, down a little bit, and then through the rest of the Asian session came up, and we got our high there, the Asia high for today, and then London just kind of went sideways, just a whipsaw, and then we had some news. About one hour ago, we had some news. This is a 15-minute candle, 15-minute chart time frame on XAU USD, and we had this red candle here. That was the news came out, and it was good news for the U.S. economy. So that put pressure on gold to go down. And I had a good trade there because the news came out. It was really good. It was a no-brainer, actually. In fact, I'll just go over and we'll just look at that forexfactory.com chart. First started off the day with some fantastic news for the Australian economy on the unemployment change. Really, really good news. And the unemployment rate has improved. But then on the U.S., just an hour, both of those, and that's when I made a pretty good trade there. It was a no-brainer, actually. But as you can see on the gold chart, it didn't last. It was only 15 minutes, and that kind of news usually doesn't last very long. If it's something like the rate, then that could have a bigger impact and carry on for the entire day. But just news like that, you usually get a knee-jerk reaction, and get a reaction to the news, and then the currency or commodity goes right back to what it was doing. And now gold is on the move, going like a rocket. Wall Street has decided that they want to push the price higher. We're now trading 48, 45. We had a new all-time high yesterday, and that was way here, 48.88, almost to 4,900, closing in on $5,000 per ounce for gold. Unbelievable. So I don't take a trade when Wall Street opens. Give them some time to show us the direction. This could just be going up here for a little bit and then turn around and go back down. Be patient. Let's see what we get. If you're watching, let me know where you're watching from because I get people from all over the world watching. And don't forget to like and share. I do appreciate that. It helps the channel. And so you see, it's already coming back down. Now, if you got real excited and you saw that big green candle and you started to buy, you're already in a loss. You have to be patient. Just wait. That's what we spend our time doing. 99% of our time we spend waiting. So we've taken out the high, and I think we might go down for the rest of the session, but we'll have to wait and see. What is it? That high that we made there, 48, 49? Yeah, I'm sure of that. Yeah. So if you just heard that sound, I just took a short trade on my MT5, small trade, just a small one, because it looks like we just had a liquidity grab here. Just took out the Asian high with a huge rejection. They're at 48, 49. I could have got in a little bit earlier, but you know, be patient. Plenty of time left in the session. And I'm already in profit now. So let's see how this unfolds. And I put my stop loss above the wick at 48.49. I believe that's where I got it. Let me draw a line on the chart. 48.49. Yeah, I think I'll move that up to 48.50. That's a little bit too close there. Change that 48.50. There we go. Yeah. Give it a little bit of breathing room. It's already coming back up and I'm in a loss. So it looks like maybe I wasn't patient enough. I don't usually jump in this quick on the trade, but I saw that rejection there at 48.48. Let's see how it unfolds here. And oh, no, okay. just check my MT5 on the laptop. I've got my iPad open, a laptop, my phone, everything's open here. Okay, yeah, that was just a small trade. I'm just checking to see how much the loss would be there. And where would I put the take profit? Let's start off with the 48.20. And so that'd be my take profit would be there at 48.20. Now let's see. Let's see how it unfolds. It'll take it a while to get there, probably an hour or more, and we might even go to lower prices. So still in a small loss. I took it. I could have taken it right here, but I was waiting, just giving it a few minutes to see if it was going to continue down. But we're still seeing rejection of the. We broke above the Asian high, and generally that is a liquidity grab, and then we'll go to lower prices. But maybe I was a little bit quick to take this trade. I'm not suggesting or recommending that you take the same trade. I'm just showing you what I do. Sometimes I don't get it right. Oh, got a few people watching. Few people have joined in. Is anybody taking a trade in the New York session? Are you trading gold? Have you gone long or short? Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Hello, Satu. How are you doing down there, buddy? So this chart is a little bit different from what I do in the Asian session. You know, I do live trading on the Asian session and the New York session. And the Asian session I do at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York, or that's 8 a.m. in Indochina, Southeast Asia, Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, 8 a.m. If you want to join that session, you're more than welcome. You have a different strategy and a different chart. For the New York session, now I come in at when Wall Street opens, and that was 22 minutes ago. No, 12 minutes ago. 12 minutes ago. And this is the chart I use. I look at for a liquidity grab. I look for the commodity to break above the Asian high, to take out the Asian high, and then start to, or vice versa, if it's if it's on the other end. Usually I wait about 30 minutes for the market to open, but I thought I would go ahead and get in this trade here. It's what I'm looking for my trade setup. And now I'm just about, well, almost to break even, but now it's just hesitating here. Let's see what it does. Okay. Yeah, I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trade. I'm just showing you what I do. This is what I look for. I look for a break above the Asian session. Look for Wall Street to take out the Asian high for the day. It's the Asian high right there, you see. And then oftentimes it will start uh, going the other direction. Once it's taken out the high for the day, it will oftentimes go the other direction. So I just took a small trade. I took it a little bit early, so I used a small lot size, really reduce my risk. It's, if it doesn't work out, it's not a big deal. And if it starts to go in the right direction, then I can add to a winning trade. And it looks like it might want to keep going up. And gold is bullish on the day chart, and gold is bullish on the H4, the 4-hour chart. And usually I will look to take a buy trade. I look to go long, but I was thinking that maybe we have done all of the buying for the day, and we might see them take it back down to lower prices. But that doesn't seem to be the case just yet. Hello, Raj. You woke up. I told you I would be doing the New York session today. So this is the chart here that I use for trading in Wall Street. I blocked off the Asian session here, and then London started and didn't do much, just went kind of straight across, sideways, up and down. And then we have this yellow line here. I went short after we came up here, and it looked to me like a liquidity grab. So I went short, and this is where my stop loss is, right here, just above the first candle. Just took a small lot size, small short trade, so I reduced my risk. And then this yellow line here this is my take profit. And these other lines, this is the Asian high. This is a support level that we had during the day, and this is another support resistance level that we had during the day. And this down here is the Asia low, and the previous day low from. So Wall Street's been open 27 minutes. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we got some news coming at 10 o'clock, and that's in 10 o'clock my time, where I am, and that's in 13 minutes. So maybe we'll see what happens when the news comes out. Maybe it'll be good news again. We already had some good news for the U.S. economy, and that was this candle here. But it was just the unemployment claims, which were good for the U.S. And so we saw that little 15-minute drop. That's all it was, 15 minutes, just a knee-jerk reaction to the news is all that was. Let me open that chart up again, if I can. Yeah, yeah, here we are again, forexfactor.com. We got the news coming out in 11 minutes on the core price index month on month. And if that is good, like all these other things are good here for the economies, if that is good, then that'll put pressure on gold to go down. And if it's bad news, then that means gold is likely to go up. There's no guarantee, but that's generally what will happen. So I think we're not seeing much. They're just waiting on the news. Oh, but I would expect that we would see some correction, some retracement on gold because they've had the the geopolitical news that is starting to relax a little bit. You know, they've had the Davos uh, Economic Summit in Switzerland, and they seem to get Trumpy Dumpty to calm down and relax a little bit, stop threatening to take over Greenland, or he was calling it Iceland today. In his speech he was giving, he kept calling it Iceland. Or maybe he doesn't know where Greenland is. He doesn't know the difference. I don't know. Okay, now I'm at about just about break even there. But I think it's really going to be dependent on what the news is in 10 minutes. So I'm just going to stick around here. Has any of you guys taken a trade yet? Anybody that's watching, have you gone long? Did you go short? Let me know. Of course, if you ever want to message me privately, it's easiest is to reach me on Telegram. My Telegram ID is at RickRayFX, and I will get back to you. Or you can leave a comment here on YouTube, and I do reply to all the comments and inquiries. And of course, check out my website, rickrayfx.com, where you can find more information about Forex trading. Oh, I need to do that. Need to do that Command Plus that Raj was telling me about. There we go. Uh, you long the pre-market low, just managing the trade now. The pre-market low, you went long, okay, before Wall Street opened. Rectos, you went long just before Wall Street opened. Equity selling off hard. Really? Okay. I don't trade any of that stuff. Oh, it's that too. You went short and booked $30 profit. Good for you. So Setu went short and booked $30 profit. Let's give him a round of applause. Well done. So another 7 minutes before the news comes out. Now it came down here, put me in a little bit of profit, and then went back up. But my stop loss is above both of those candles, and it's a small trade, small lot size. I went short. I might have been a little bit quick. That's why I took a small lot size, because I knew it was a little bit quick. But if it works out, then that will be a good risk to reward ratio. Get my short tool here. I took it right about there. And my stop loss is, let's see, bring that down a little bit. But the stop loss is there, and take profit is there. Can't quite grab that. Ah, there we go. Move that up. Oh, it's a little bit fiddly. Okay. So almost a 1 to 2 stop loss. Risk to reward. Almost 1 to 2. But actually, it'll probably, if it does go down, it'll probably go further than this, and I'll be able to move my take profit and let the profit run. So that's what my trade looks like. And let's just see what the news is going to be in 4.5 minutes. Get rid of that. Okay, you went long at 48.15. Well, that was a good move. Yeah, yeah, you're in good profit. Are you holding on to that trade, Rector, or did you already close it out with profit? Oh, you're on future, so 48.15. You different prices than what we're looking at a CFD chart. So I don't know what 48.15 would be on my chart. There's a slight difference in the prices. Okay, another 8 minutes to the news. I'm going to open up another. I'm going to open investing.com. There we go. Okay, I'm just looking at investing.com, which also has an economic calendar. And sometimes they're slightly different from forexfactory.com. And you can see investing has two news items. Oh, they've got the month on month and the year on year. So we'll have two items coming out here. And I really like to look at investing when the data comes out because it's right, it's instant. There's no delay in the release of the data. On forexfactory.com, you have a 2 to 3 minute delay. So that's why I prefer to look at investing. So still got another couple of minutes. I'll just leave the calendar up here. Or I'll go back to go. Oh, now it's getting interesting. This is what I want to see. I want to see it go in the right direction, in my direction. Around 48.10. Well, you really did get in at a good price then, Rector. The only trade I took in the New York session was before Wall Street opened. I went short on the news in that 15-minute candle that you see there. This candle right here. When the news came out, it was all really good news, and it was a no there, so I went short and got a really good profit there. But I got out because I know news is it's just a very short reaction usually. There wasn't much difference between the actual and the forecast, so I knew it wasn't going to last very long, so I got out. Right at the bottom, I actually called it really good. I nailed it. But if you got in at 48.10, right about here, I think, yeah. Okay, you got in right in here. You went long in here. Oh, good one. Excellent. Good move, Rector. But now we're coming back down. Okay, the news has come out, and I don't see anything on Forex Factory. Oh, it must have been good news. Let me refresh the chart, the page there. No, it hasn't been released yet, but they know, somebody knows, because gold made a big run down. I don't know why the news hasn't come out yet. Usually on investing, it's very quick. Uh, Well, I don't know. Let me open forexfactory.com and see if the news is coming out there. Not yet. Okay, no, there was no change. No change. Zero point 0.2 was the forecast and zero point 0.2 is the actual. So now there it is on investing. So no change in the news. That was the forecast. That was the actual. And so let's see what gold is going to do. I might close this right quick. Looks like it wants to go back up. Yeah, I got out of that one with a small profit. Okay, so I got just a little bit of profit and I got out. And that was my news trade for the day. My second news trade. I got a good profit over here, really good profit, excellent profit here. I got 200 pips on that one, I believe it was. No, 100 pips. Sorry, I got 100 pips out of this move here on the news, and I just got a few pips on this one. But it came down just a little bit. We had a knee-jerk reaction. It came down here and then started back up, so I got out. Now, it wasn't really important news. It's not going to have a huge impact. And now the market is going to settle down and start doing whatever it intends to do. We just wait for the price to tell us what it's going to do. Mm, Yeah, Raj, no reaction to the data because there was no change in the data. Am I going to go long? No, I'm not going to go long. Usually on the hour here, this hour here is usually a pretty good hour, but it's just this first candle is just started, and I don't see anything happening. It's not telling me that it's going to go up or go down. Let me clear out my what was my stop loss and what was my take profit. Now that's all cleared up, and we've got the previous day high was way up here. I don't think we'll go back up there. Gold has been went up $100 on Monday, $100 on Tuesday, $100 on Wednesday, and that was all because of Trumpy Dumpty said he was going to send in the military and invade Greenland and take control and all that nonsense. But then yesterday he gave a speech in Switzerland and he started to back off from that. That's why they call him Taco. Trump always chickens out. TACO, Taco, the Taco president. But anyway, so the market is generally relaxed, not so worried about World War III for the moment. So I kind of think we might not see these huge continuing escalations for higher prices. So I'm not in a rush to go long. And today is the first day that we've seen more sensible movement with gold. And I've had a couple of good trades already today, so I'm happy. I'm a happy camper today. Okay, guys, I'm going to sign off for this session. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and share. And I did show you the trade that I took, and it didn't turn out to be very much. It was kind of a nothing burger. But I did explain to you that I took a trade earlier before the Wall Street opened, and I'm not suggesting or recommending you take the same trades I do. I'm just sharing with you what I do. I hope it does help you a little bit. If you have any comments or questions, I'm glad to be able to answer those. I've been trading Forex for more than 10 years, been trading only gold for almost 2 years, and having good success with the strategy that I use. So thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good trading session wherever you are. And don't feel free to join me in tomorrow's Asian session that starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 a.m. Indochina time, Southeast Asia, where I live. Okay, wherever you are in the world, have a great session, have a great day, and oh yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Yes, TGIF. Everybody likes Fridays. Okay, see you next time.